welcome to another F1 2018 video. Today we are at Montreal in Canada. Let's go to qualifying then.
Welcome again then, and we hope you're ready for another fantastic session as the teams prepare to unleash their cars for qualifying at the Canadian Grand Prix. Now then, Anthony Davidson, you're not getting any younger, but you have been involved in your fair share of qualifying sessions in an illustrious 30-year career. How do you deal with the pressure when you have that one chance to deliver a perfect lap?
It's not so much about dealing with the pressure, it's more about how you approach the risk, and just how much of it are you willing to take. You're constantly balancing the car on the edge of grip from braking, cornering and traction, and over the course of a lap, it's easy to get that balance wrong, and that's why achieving the perfect lap is almost impossible. As you say, I've been doing this 30 years now, and it never gets any easier.
So here we are for qualifying, and we're going to go out straight away like usual.
Engine fired, we're set.
So I hope you're liking the video so far. I will try and keep them a reasonable time, so they're not like too short or too long. So I'll see how far this one gets to by the end when I start to trim it in that. Right, so we're behind Vettel, who've finished ahead of us in FP1, 2 and 3. I'm just going to stay behind him really. Get the clean air in this track anyway. So we do have a clean run and we don't catch anyone up or anything. So yeah, I didn't do the Monaco Grand Prix. I didn't actually show that one just because I probably crashed that many times. There was just no point really showing it because all it would have been is me crashing, because Monaco's the worst circuit for me. So yeah. So we skipped Monaco now. Well, I raced Monaco. I finished where did I finish? I finished 4th. So here we go on our first flying run. Let's see how we can do. Yeah, I'm just gonna bail out this one actually. I thought that I might be going faster than this and again for a little bit of room. To make sure that Renault behind us don't get too close to them, try and overtake us while we're still trying to get away from Vettel. I'm a bit wide. Right. So let's try now. So here we go for our second flying lap. Wow, we only did
There's only one lap of fuel remaining.
And we went slow there. So we had 1 lap of fuel left, I think. Looking too good. Gasly's, my teammate's just gone the fastest. It's very surprising. In fact, it's good. I was not expecting it in Q1. But yeah, Montreal and probably France is probably my favourite circuits on the F1 calendar. I don't know why, I just really kind of like driving around them. Someone got to let us pass. Okay, well, I can tell. Get slipstream. Get outside. Let's just get that. Nice little overtake. Lost a tiny bit of time, but we've just gone fastest.
Fantastic. That was the fastest lap.
So now I just go straight back to the pits. Sorry about that, I just had a bit. I don't know, I just croaked through it there. So I'm just gonna go straight back to the pits now. And then just leave it like that now. I don't think there's anything else to do. Let Vettel pass. Keep going, man. I don't even know if he wants to come past. Right, go on. Thank you. What is he doing? Oopsie daisy.
Okay, you have wing damage. This will be a major performance impact unless you box for a new one.
Oh, and I've just run out of fuel. Nice. I think I should just give Daniel Ricciardo a puncher there. Or did I? No, I didn't. He's got wing damage. God, low fuel mode is just terrible. Move out the way there for me. DRS is open. Right, so yeah, if you're liking my video so far, give this one a like and subscribe if you're new. And yeah, I just hope you are liking them, to be fair. But it's a 1-2 for Toro Rosso at the moment, followed by Sergio Perez in the Force India. So yeah, we should be through to Q2 now. Let's hopefully we can make it past now instead of getting knocked out like we did in, where was it? Spain. That's it. Where we did it, Spain and Barcelona. So remember, in Q2, the tyre we go fastest on is the tyre we start the race on. So I'm going to try the super soft, and if that doesn't work, I'll have to go ultra soft. So here we are for Q2, and again we're going to drive out straight away. So we can't actually do super soft, so it's going to have to be ultra soft to start the race on. As long as we get it past Q2 anyway. So then, here we go. Right then. So we got Hamilton in front of us, who's on his flying lap now, probably. Gonna slow down a little bit now, just so we get some space from Hamilton. That should be enough. Right, let's go. That's all I can really say now. So for our first flying lap, let's just hope we make it through to Q3 on the ultra tough tyres. Go a bit wide, it's not the best. isn't our best run at the moment, so we might have to go for another one. Yeah, it's definitely not going to be our best run. I'm just going to go for another one as soon as we get. I'm just going to carry on and do another lap. I know this one's not going to be able to make it into Q3, sorry. As Lewis Hamilton just sets the fastest lap. Now where do we go? We go second. Okay. Very surprising actually there. So unless a lot of people just haven't gone out yet, or they're on their out lap. Yep, there we go. Taking him in the lap plans. But we have just gone purple in the first sector. On the ultra soft tyres, remember.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
I know, Jeff. Let's just hope we can make this round. I don't really want to bring it back on to high. I want to get this lap over and done with. Yeah, purple against the second sector. Can we carry this momentum to the finish line without running out of fuel? We're very close to running out of fuel now. This could be our lap time that we need just to get into Q3 for our first time this season. Go on. P1. 1 minute 10.9. Alright, let's bring it straight back down to lean now. Let's nurse it back to the pits. So that was a good lap. I think that should keep us into Q2 and going into Q3. Let's just hope no one looks like 1 minute 9th all of a sudden. I'm pretty sure we're gonna make it now, so. Probably gonna run out just as we get to at the top of this straight. Yep, there we go. There we go, just ran out there. So yeah, that's kinda right. So then, let's just skip past this bit and see where we come out. So, who have we got? Pierre's gonna make it to Q3, that's a good sign. Look at that, a 1 minute 10.9. It's a flyer of a lap. Saying that, Max is just... Oh, I've dropped down to P2. So it's P2 as Hamilton goes 0.038 faster than us. So 300ths of a second faster. So there's not much in it. But Lance Stroll of the Williams has made it in, and the Williams is the weakest team. So who we got then? Knocked out we have Carlos Sainz, Roman Grosjean, Marcus Ericsson, Nico Hülkenberg and Fernando Alonso. So yeah, very surprising results. Right, into Q3 it is then. So our first Q3 session, we're going to go straight out on the hyper soft tyres.
Standing by.
So who's going to come out with us? That is a Haas of Roman Grosjean. Because Kevin Magnussen got knocked out in Q2, I think. I'm pretty sure he did anyway. Yep, so let's just keep it on that and get it round this lap now. Right then, let's lift off a little bit to get the room between me and Roman. As we now start our flying lap. And this lap should hopefully be a good lap, and if we can get P2 again and get a 1 minute 10.9, that should be good. So here we go. A lot of people have just come out. Thankfully, they're all going to be behind me. Well, Daniel Ricciardo is that. Yes, it is. He's going to just come out behind me, so he doesn't. So, like I was saying, Roman might have a bit of an effect, just simply because he's got some cars in front of him. There's a Williams of Lance Stroll, who just sneaked through into Q3. So he's probably going to get held up. Not much, but maybe a little bit anyway. Let's go a bit wide there. Right, where this lap I'm going to bring us out at, I wonder. So Magnussen's just done a 1 minute 12. Oh yeah, no wait. We've done a 1 minute 6.
Fastest lap. Good job.
Oh, we've done a 1 minute 10.6. It's a very good lap from us. Let's get it back to the pits now. Let Daniel through. There we go. So yep, we've done a 1 minute 6. It's a phenomenal lap. Even though that's only because we're on the Hypersofts, and last time we're on the Ultras. So we're going to have a good advantage, I think. But I am actually quite good at Montreal and France. I forgot what France is called now. But yeah, I'm actually quite good at them circuits, so I'm happy at the moment. The worst one that I have is probably going to be Monaco.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
I know. Don't worry, engineer. I'm coming to the pits. Probably because Hamilton's just gone behind us, so I'll see what time he's produced. And in comes Pierre as well, by the looks of it. So we're coming after each other again, the second time in a row. Right, where's Pierre done? Pierre's P5, so we are fastest at the moment, so I'm just going to fast forward it. And I think that time's good enough, really. Hamilton's done the fastest sector, I don't know. Ricciardo's gone the fastest in sectors 1 and 2, I've just gone faster in sector 3. So come on, where do we finish? Pole position. Not by much though, only by 1/10.
Hamilton and Max Verstappen.
So very good qualifying there by us. So we can do the same in the race. So now skip this over to the race now, just so then you're not waiting. And we can make the video shorter. Oh, we're drawing. Okay, that's good.
All right, I think we can call that a successful qualifying. We should be in with a good chance in the race.
We're back once again beside the St. Lawrence River here in Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix. The event first moved to a variant of this track back in 1978. It was won by none other than Gilles Villeneuve, the first Canadian to ever win his home race, and in whose honour the circuit would be renamed. With top speeds of around 210 miles per hour heading into the overtaking opportunity of turn 13, the 2.7 miles of the circuit Gilles Villeneuve are some of the quickest on the Formula One calendar. There are 14 corners in total, with 60% of the lap taken at full throttle, and average lap speeds clock in at about 130 miles per hour. Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. The Professor lines up on pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Ricciardo, Pierre Gasly, and Perez, Ocon, Magnussen, Stroll, and Carlos Sainz, Grosjean, Ericsson, Nico Hülkenberg, and Alonso, Bottas, Raikkonen, Sebastian Vettel, and Charles Leclerc. Van Dorn and Sergei Sirotkin rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
So it's very strange.
Right, let's be patient going into turn 1. We want to be in a good position for the rest of the race. Good luck.
So it's very strange seeing Vettel in P17 and Raikkonen P15, I think it was, or 14. So we're going to go from the ultra soft to hypers by looks of it. So let's get underway. So it's a good start. So I think at the moment. Alright then, here we go again. Alright then, so by the second corner, it's good. Alright then, so we have a clear track ahead of us now, so we just have to get away from as many people as we can. Keep that in standard for a bit now. We have got a bit of wear on the MGUH, not the MGUH, the ES, which is at 60%. The MGUK is also at 57%. So not the best signs for a high-speed track, but hey. Well, yellow flag at that corner.
That's a strong start. Well done.
Thank you, engineer. Right. So now we've completed the first lap. Let's see. So Verstappen's right on us. So when is DRS enabled? Well, let's just say he's probably going to overtake us at one point if we don't get a good enough gap away from him, because he's inside our 1 second at the moment. P is in P5 still, so he's not moved up yet.
Pierre's currently in P5.
Yeah.
We're leading our teammate by 3.3 seconds. They're on old hypersofts. The time last lap was a 1:21.5.
So I'm just going to go defensive into this corner. And remember that everyone else is on hypersoft while I'm on ultrasoft, so they are faster than me. And also they're going to be pitting before me, so I've got a good advantage, in other words, because I can go far further and stretch out the gap and hope that they get caught in some traffic. Obviously Max Verstappen clothing on us, but he's not going to make a move just yet. But DRS is enabled on this lap.
We're accumulating some wear on the MG UK. To manage this, we'll need to lower our ERS deployment mode.
So there you go, my engineer's warning me now that it's getting to that stage, so it's probably going to be its last race running. So Max is still right behind me at the moment. Is he gonna make a move? Not just yet, but he's obviously gonna get a move now. He's just been right behind me for the whole race so far. So I'm gonna go a bit defensive. Hopefully I can get a good exit, which looks like I have at the moment. But you've still got DRS. We're going to keep it in standard just because we don't have that much fuel to play with. And we just about fend him off there. So I think his hypersofts are just starting to go off because they don't really last that long.
Gap to teammate behind is 4.8 seconds.
But he has just gone the fastest out of everyone. So it's a bit worrying, but we can hopefully hold him off for a little bit longer. So we'll just go purple to sector 1. Verstappen's still behind us. He's not showing any signs of letting us go or anything. He wants his P1. He wants a race victory, in other words. And so do I. This will be my first race victory as well of this season. Because I did have three race victories last season. I had one here, one at France, and also one at Hungary. But it looks like our car's just getting away out of turn 12, and we just get the better straight line speed.
The energy store is getting worn, reducing our overall capacity. The more charge you hold, the faster that capacity will drop.
Okay, let's not hold that much charge then. Oh well, that's terrible. Right, how are the tyres going? Okay, 11s, 9s and 14s, so all over the place. Is he gonna make a move on us? Not yet. He's got to get a move on us soon. No, again we just get the better drive. But he is catching. He is catching. Just not enough. I think he had a little peek there. Down into turn 1. He's being really defensive at the moment just to try and hold him off. Pierce made his way up into P4 by overtaking the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton. I only remember that because Bottas had a penalty on his side, like P16. Now the dreadful run. I'm just going to go defensive on this part. But he thought, oh, I can't. Alright, okay. I don't know how we've just managed that. I think.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Okay, I want to keep the same one. the tyres that are getting worn. Tyres are alright, I can go 2 laps more. Come on, Jeff. And the big train there at the very back of the grid. With both Ferraris, they're still quite far back, so they've not really made any improvements yet.
Right, some information on Ricciardo. They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
Ricciardo's got an issue. Let's come into the pits then. So when we come for our first stop, where are we going to come out?
Complete, go now.
So there comes Verstappen, it's going to be a really tight one. Verstappen just comes by us now.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this
It's
compound.
going to be very close between me and Verstappen, we are side by side. Oh wait, maybe not. But we just come out ahead of Verstappen. That was a close one, guys, that was very close. So that's our pit strategy complete. We've got Gasly in P3 now, so well done to Gasly. Well, that was a really close battle there though. Need to stretch our gap now. So we have 6 laps remaining in this Grand Prix. So we just hold off Verstappen on that straight, but we do have the fresher tyres and now also the quicker tyres than everyone else around us. So that, okay, so Verstappen's just gone fastest, but we set the fastest third sector. So what can we do in our first lap? Oh, very close to the wall there. We're purple by 1/10, well technically 2 if you round it up. So we are going fast now, so we just need to get this gap out of 1 second. So we can hopefully pull away from Verstappen. Four tenths up now, while in the second sector. We're just going to put us on the lap time. This is going to be a really good lap by the sounds of it. Not as good as qualifying, but a 1:11 maybe. Maybe.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Okay, maybe a 1:12, like really low 1:12. Ooh, 7 tenths better. So it's a good lap, very good lap. Let's see if I can do better this one. But that was the fastest lap of the Grand Prix so far. I don't expect Verstappen to beat it now just because he's on the slower tyre. Well, it's supposed to be slower anyway. As we go faster again through the first sector. So we're going to bring out faster laps after faster lap now. It's good run through them corners. Where does bring it out? On the second sector. Okay, still purple. Not by a lot, but still purple. So, oh, we just lose out there. So someone got a big lock up on that first corner. We've got 3 laps remaining, and we've opened up the gap now. So this could be a 1-3-4 Toro Rosso with a Red Bull sandwiched in between. I have to go 1/10 faster through the first sector. So we're getting faster and faster now. Another good run so far. Where does this bring it out on the second sector? Oh, still just up. So go fastest around that corner as we possibly can before we start scraping the walls and brushing away our front wing. So puts back up into Rich for this last little part of the sector. Oh, it's just slowest, right. Never mind. There's something we're obviously doing wrong in that third sector.
The car behind has started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form.
Okay, so that's good. So I think Verstappen might have issues actually. So do we. We're getting somewhere now at MG UK and at IEC, is it? Just have a double check.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Yes, sorry. So we're just gonna nurse the car home now, really. But there's a yellow flag in sector 3 for a Sauber.
Yellow flag.
I wonder who this is. Is it going to be Marcus Ericsson or Charles Leclerc? It is Marcus Ericsson. Very surprising then.
Okay, clear.
So he's good. Oh, Daniel Ricciardo's out of the race. So they've just crashed, obviously. So that's promoted. Wait, how's Daniel Ricciardo? And Lance Stroll. Gasly's up to P2 now. Wow, so, oh, with another yellow flag. That's why. So this is for Daniel Ricciardo. Is it? Or this? Yeah, look, both Red Bulls are out. Max Verstappen and Daniel Ricciardo are both out of this Grand Prix. That's the second time for Daniel Ricciardo in the row now. Wow, that's not looking too good for Red Bull at all. But look at that now, 1-2 for Toro Rosso as we enter this the last lap now, really. And I can really just ease off now. Wow, it's very surprising. So we've just lost 3 runners there. We lost Lance Stroll and both Red Bulls of Daniel Ricciardo and Max Verstappen. Let's just hope Gasly can keep P2 for us all. I thought maybe there'd be a safety car there because of how many cars crashed out or something.
This is your final lap of the race.
This is a very intense ending to the race, I'll tell you that now, because it was pressured by Max Verstappen, who then slowed down and then crashed into the back of Marcus Ericsson. And then I have no clue what Lance Stroll and Daniel Ricciardo did, but Ricciardo had an engine failure probably, or just some sort of failure. And then I don't know what happened to Lance Stroll, if he also crashed into the back of Marcus Ericsson or Max Verstappen, sorry. But wow, that's very intense. That's also probably mixed up the championship now as well. Let's actually look at that.
Say again, you're breaking up.
Oh.
You are in first position,
There we go.
front of the pack. The gap behind us is 19.2 seconds. They're on old Ultra Softs. This is your final lap of the race.
It's very good to have it win the Canadian Grand Prix.
Superb driving. That's the race win.
So well done there.
Here's our winner, pulling their Toro Rosso into Parc Fermé, and what a fantastic race. And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here.
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
And it's time now for the podium celebrations, and how well deserved is this one? This is a team all about giving talented young drivers an opportunity to race and to win. Toro Rosso are your winners here today. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. The Professor increases their championship lead. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Well, I have to give it to Kimi Räikkönen. Consistency, good battle, sensible driving. He can be pleased with that performance today.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Toro Rosso increased their gap over the competition with that result. Meanwhile, good work from Force India this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. Well, what a weekend that has been. Please join us next time for another thrilling instalment of this Formula One season.
So yes, so Vettel and Raikkonen both, well, they didn't drop any positions in the constructors anyway. And Ferrari are also the same points, so they're still 75 behind us.
Day-to-day, tell us about it from your perspective. It was more like dodgems than Formula One today, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like, yeah. They were just friendly nudges, I suppose.
You scraped the walls a few times. Were you struggling for grip?
I'm just no comment on that.
Well, thanks anyway.
So where does this put us, including our teammate and our rival Max Verstappen? So we're now leading against our teammate by 2 points, and also with Max Verstappen. So we should get a decent amount of resource points, hopefully. So it's going to give us 500, okay, that's good. Right then.
That's
So,
a great result. You did really well. I don't think we can have any complaints with that performance.
thank
We've
you.
received invitations to new historic events.
So-
You'll be able to choose whether or not to participate before the end of this weekend.
We can't actually make any improvements to our car, but what I did do after qualifying was get the engine power up. So that's coming, where is it actually coming? They're all coming for France, so we have an ultimate upgrade for drag and DRS. We have a major, and then we also have a minor engine power, so that's coming for France as well. So I hope you like this video today. Subscribe if you're new. I want to thank you for watching. Goodbye.